So this is Bailey from the future. I never introed this vlog, and so I'm here to intro it. Hi, my name's Bailey. Welcome to a reading vlog. I look really good right now. Can we also have some light? There we go. I'm about to take a bath, and that means I'm going to attempt to read a bit. I say attempt because I make no promises. I have the audiobook for Shiver by Maggie Stiefvater, and I am about 125 pages into this book, and it is a wild ride. Paranormal romance has never been my thing, and I kind of missed the Twilight paranormal romance craze phase. So reading this, I don't really see the appeal. Like, I can see the appeal actually, but I'm not appealed. But I'm going to attempt to listen to a bit more of this when I'm in the bath. So a description of this book is basically follows this girl named Grace, and she's been like watching these wolves, this pack of wolves that like lives in the woods of her town. She's been watching them for like years and falls in love with this wolf dude, and he turns out to be a dude. And it's about werewolves, and it's like a werewolf romance, and it's very strange. Maggie Stiefvater, I've never read anything by Maggie Stiefvater. Like, I haven't read The Raven Cycle, so this is my first introduction to Maggie Stiefvater, and her writing itself is okay. Like, I'm enjoying that, but their relationship between Grace and this wolf dude is progressing really fast, and it's like, it feels like Maggie Stiefvater, sorry, this angle is horrible, but it feels like Maggie Stiefvater is trying to make me forget that Grace originally fell in love with this guy when she didn't know he was a guy, and she fell in love with a dog. And now they're dating. And I'm like, I don't know if I'm supposed to forget, but I remember that she fell in love with this person when she just thought he was a wolf. And that to me is a little off-putting, and I can't forget that. I can't put it out of my mind. I'm like, she didn't know he was a werewolf. She thought he was just wolf. So, am I supposed to forget that this relationship is based on her falling in love with a wolf? I don't know, but that's where I'm at right now with this book. So I didn't end up reading in the bath. I was watching a Books and Long vlog, so I got a little distracted. But I'm going to listen to more of this audiobook now on my laptop and then play 2048 while I'm listening to it.
I want to go. It was true. Part of me wanted to see where Sam lived in these cold months, when he wasn't lingering at the edge of our yard. And part of me, the part that ached with loss when the pack howled at night, was begging to follow that faint scent of the pack into the woods. All of that outweighed any bit of me that was anxious.
Hi. So I know that my angles are always horrible and my lighting is always horrible when I film clips. It's sad, but it's just how it's going to be. But whatever, I thought I'd update you on this book because I've read quite a lot. I've read about 100 pages. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm into it, you know? Like, paranormal romance, I never got on the train. I don't know if I'm going to get on the train of paranormal romance, but this one, I'm on board. It's become exhilarating. One, I totally love the main couple now. Sam is just a sweetheart, and I'm actually genuinely curious and not sure about how this series, let alone this book, is going to end, because this is actually one of the older books / like series, you know, like staple YA things that I actually don't know spoilers for, which please don't spoil me, because I've been getting really upset about getting spoiled for things I really like recently, because recently I keep getting spoiled for things that I don't want to be spoiled for. But I'm so curious to see how this is going to end, and I'm genuinely invested. I haven't actually felt this like need to read or desire to figure out what's going on in a book for so long, so like feeling that right now feels good. Recently I've actually been discovering, like, I read Shadow and Bone and Shatter Me, and those are all books I kind of associate with the same time, as well as this like kind of early 2000 teens, and I don't know, every time I read those, I get why they were popular, and they still are, because I read them and it's just exhilarating. Like, you get that feeling where you're like, I can't put this down, I need to read this, and it's just, that's such a great feeling to have. Like, it's, especially along this time, as we all know, COVID-19 is going on, and specifically in my city, there's a few cases here, and everything's shutting down, and it's getting a little bit stressful because you can't tell who has it and who's in the incubation period, and it's getting a lot more stressful. But having this feeling and getting to read a book and just fully dive in and be immersed in a book for like the first time in a little while has felt so amazing. I'm like 40 pages past halfway, so like I'm over halfway. And I'm loving this, and I intend to finish it tomorrow because it's 11 something. But Rachel from something, I'm so sorry I do not know her Twitter/YouTube. She is hosting this like cozy readathon in light of the recent acceleration and just general panic over coronavirus. I'll put the tweet here and I'll link her down below. But she's holding like a cozy readathon, which I think is just amazing, because I think right now everybody just needs to take a moment to chill and really just like calm themselves down, because we're all panicking, and I understand I'm doing it too, I'm guilty of it, but I think it's really nice that she's hosting this readathon, and she like is doing this because I think we can all buckle down and together just read and distract ourselves from the doom and gloom. But yeah, I'm enjoying this a lot. Hopefully I continue to, but I would actually give this like a 4 to 5 stars right now. I'm loving it a lot. Yes, there's some flaws I'm seeing with it, but like there's flaws in every book, and I'm loving this. This is like a wild ride, and I can't wait to dive back into it. So I just checked my Twitter. It's Rachel Marie who is hosting this readathon, and it starts at 12 a.m. in your time zone on Saturday, which is tomorrow. So I have like, how many minutes? So I have like about 30-ish minutes before that, and I'm definitely gonna participate. It's just like a cozy chill time. Definitely gonna try to finish this. Bitch. Page 292 or something like that. Shit gets steamy. For me, sex scenes, I don't care. Like, I think that there shouldn't be a problem with them being in YA books, such as this. And I always find it interesting to see how authors write sex scenes. This is a Fade to Black one. It's not like a in-depth Sarah J. Maas smut scene. But like, it always interests me to see how authors present them. Wasn't bad, Maggie. Wasn't bad. But yeah, that was the thing. I'm on page 294 now. And that was interesting. Yo, this shit's really out here making me cry. Like, what the fuck? I'm sad to say I'm emotional. Not a lot of books do that, but this one did it. I'm like legit sad right now. I have like exactly 50 pages left, and I'm gonna power through here, but I'm hurt. What the fuck? Bitch! No, fuck. I just finished this book, like, literally 2 seconds ago. And I think I have to give it 5 stars. Because I have this kind of code in which if a book makes me feel, like, all the emotions, kind of have to give it 5 stars. The ending of this came out of nowhere. Like, the last 100 pages was insane. And then, like, did not guess anything that was going to happen. And it was a whirlwind, and it was so good. It was just so fucking good. I'll talk to you more about it in the later morning. Please ignore the fact that my bed is not made. There, close enough. Hi. So, I wish I could look better in this vlog because I look bad, but I'm not going out a lot right now, you know, for obvious reasons. And so I have been doing my makeup and like getting all dolled up. So this is my face for now. But speaking of that, I do need to go out today because I don't want to say supplies, but like there's some things that I would like to get before this stuff all escalates, in the sense like I want to go get a moisturizer because I have run out of that, and I want to get that now before this whole thing escalates and like it's less safe to go out into like the mall, because it's already not safe. Really. But I can do things now and be less worried. I just want to do all of that stuff that I have to do at the mall. Like I have to go get a new cord for my laptop, and I want to do all this stuff now when this is not as horrid, and then later I can hang out and be fine. So that's what I'm going to be doing later today. But right now I'm talking to you. So I finished Shiver last night, as I briefly spoke about, and my thoughts are probably very incoherent. But I did give this 5 out of 5 stars. I would really say like 4.5 out of 5, but on Goodreads I gave it a 5, you know? But this book, I really liked it. Did I give you a description of him? Basically, Grace got attacked by wolves this one winter, and she's been obsessed with them ever since, and she falls in love with this one wolf who watches her from the woods. And then this book happens and she meets him, and it's a werewolf paranormal romance thing. And I was impressed by this book's ability to make me feel things. Like, I cried during the ending of this book. It made me emotional. So, I don't know. It did something right. And I don't know, in general, it was like a wild ride. On Goodreads, I think I said this book kind of helped me fall back in love with reading. I've been having a very mad time with reading recently, and this book, I just loved it. Reading it was so much fun, and it reminded me why I love to read. It's that exhilarating feeling of like wanting to know what happens next, and it was amazing. And like little things that this book did. I liked the female friendships that were built during this book. I was concerned that this was going to kind of fall into the trap of earlier year books. I think this was published in 2009, because I know Forever was published in 2011, which is the last book in this series, or trilogy, I don't know. But I was always going to fall into the trap of a lot of girl-on-girl hate. And yes, there was a lot of judgment toward other people in this book, which, you know, not great. But there were female friendships being built, and I actually really appreciate that. It's not to like spoil completely, but our main character Grace is a girl, and then there's this other girl named Isabel, and they sort of come together toward the end, and I actually really appreciated seeing their friendship building and coming through at the end. I really, really loved that. And just seeing these people work together, and it's not like a tight-knit friend group per se, but we have a bit of a squad going on at the end of this book, and I don't think it's like an eternal squad because a lot of things happen, but I just enjoyed this book and how people came together, and I don't know, it was good. The ending actually came out of left field for me. I remember, I think I said in the clip that I didn't know where this was going, and I don't know where the series is going, and I still don't know where the series is going with how this ended. But the ending twists, like the last 100 pages of this were a wild fucking ride. Like, I didn't know where that twist was coming from, and I never knew what was going on with that twist. I was like, okay, so you've discovered this, but is it working? And it was just so good. I don't know, I enjoyed it a lot. I really want to read the next book, but I want to get these in hardcover, so I want to just get Linger in the hardcover rather than get these paperbacks, because I don't like the spines. Like, they're kind of hard to read with, and when you have to pull them apart, you break the spine, so there's still like there's a little break in the spine here, which is a little upsetting. But it's super hard to find hardcovers of these, because Indigo has the first and the last book in hardcover, or they might not now, but there's like one left of them. But they don't have Linger, which is the second book, the one I want to read. So it's on Book Depository, but I think because these books came out a while ago, it's hard to find the hardcovers, and I want them so bad. So I'm going to try and finagle those, but I really, really like this. Yeah. Is paranormal romance my thing now? I might have to dive into paranormal romance. If you read paranormal romance or you read some, tell me which ones you like. I'm not opposed to it. I think I'm gonna try and read this book now. It's called Fan Art by Sarah Tregay. I have the ebook as well. My friend lent this to me like so long ago, and it's just been sitting on my nightstand. So I thought I'd give it a try. This is a contemporary LGBTQ romance. I think specifically it has gay representation. The main character's name is Jamie Peterson, and he is in his senior year of high school, and he's fallen in love with his best friend, Mason. And these girls in his art class are trying to get him together with Mason. I think it's just supposed to be like a coming-of-age romance. I don't anticipate this being very hard-hitting per se, but the books don't always have to be that way. And I'm excited to dive into this at some point today. I'll talk to you later when I'm not gonna say less ugly, I'll probably be the same. Show you my outfit, but I don't have a full length mirror, so like ripped jeans, sweater. I actually ended up doing my makeup because I'm attempting to go out, but yeah, my hair's doing something today, but I'm not exactly sure what, but we're letting it do it. But what was I gonna say? So I'm going to go drive to go to where I'm supposed to be. Sorry for the echo. I'm in my bathroom, or in a bathroom in my house. But the only audiobook I have currently is for Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. And I wouldn't say I really want to read that right now, but like I have it. But I don't know, I guess I'm gonna start listening to Pride and Prejudice while I drive. I've never read it. It was in my most recent book haul, but wish me luck here, dudes, because classics aren't my jam. So we'll see how this goes. I'm asking like why I got all dolled up, and I was just like, girl, if I'm gonna go catch coronavirus or its brother, its mutated sibling virus, because that happened, I'm gonna look good doing it, you know? Like, just because we're in mass panic mode does not mean I can't look cute. Alright, we're warm now. So I can't read I can't read Roman numerals. Like, I can read a few of them, but I can't find my chapter. I'm lost. I feel like a dum-dum because I am a dum-dum, but that's okay. I'm on chapter 5 of Pride and Prejudice, and surprisingly, like not surprisingly, like I know that a lot of people love this book, so it shouldn't be that surprising, but I'm not a big fan of classics and reading classics that are like written, you know, old-timey shit, you know, where they're talking like, only this, and that's nonsense. And that kind of stuff, not my vibe, but this shit slaps. There's a lady parked next to me. Oh my god, this is awkward. Is she gone? Oh my god, she's gone, okay. This shit slaps, okay? Like, I'm really enjoying this. The audiobook, I can't listen to it on 2x speed like I usually do. I listen to it on 1.5 speed because the lady is, and I actually really love the narration. The woman who's speaking is like, I don't know, I love it. It's really getting me into the story. But she's talking in an accent, and this is like, you know, old-timey English. So I can't listen in 2x speed because it's just like, it would just go over my head. And some of it's still going over my head. But in general, I'm not as confused as I thought I was going to be. I am very much on board and like know what's happening, which is 10 out of 10. But I'm on chapter 5, and I'm actually really enjoying this. I'm really liking it. So I'm pleasantly surprised, and I'm gonna try and find where I am in the book. I can't find it right now. Like 5 is just a V, isn't it? Yep, got it. All right. That took way too long for me to figure out. Feel free to call me a dumbass in the comments. I'm only 19 pages into this book, but it's good. I'm enjoying it, you know? I'm not hating the experience. This is not going to be a quick read, I can just tell, but I'm liking it anyway. So I'm going to go see what's going on at the mall because I don't anticipate it's going to be a fun time because everybody's probably panicking because we're not really supposed to go to places that are like big gatherings, you know, for safety reasons. But I've got shit I need to do. can really hear me, but I'm debating whether or not I want to get cash out of the bank or use my debit card because I prefer cash. But last time I went to an ATM, I got cash out of the bank and then left it at the ATM. So that was upsetting. So I'm trying not to do that again. So I think I'm just gonna like wing it on the debit card today. Yeah, don't leave your money, your cash in an ATM, people. Hello. So today's been going interestingly. I went to the mall to go to Apple, and then I got there and Apple was closed. So I basically risked getting sick for nothing. So I went and got a Slurpee to feel better about that. And so that was great. But this whole time I've been, out and about. I've been reading Pride and Prejudice, like listening to it. And I'm now on page 58, and I am in love. I love this book so fucking much. I'm just enjoying it so much, and I'm so surprised at that. And the budding romance between Mr. Darcy and Elizabeth is just like, I'm in love. I'm buying into it a lot more than I thought I was going to. But I don't know, I love it. And I love Elizabeth. Her personality, I love it. It's going really well. I'm enjoying this a lot. Although I do think I just got hit by a car. Or I think someone just hit my car when I was turning earlier. But, I haven't checked yet because it's cold. I'm going to my house. I'm, like, on a street near my house, but not at my house yet. But that's kind of weird. That I think I might have gotten hit, but okay. But this book, it's going good. Classics and me don't always agree, but this one I'm agreeing with currently. It could go downhill, but I like it so far. But this was published in 1813, and I'm trying not to fault it for the sexism, but the sexism is present, and it's like, I guess it's just the times, things were different back then, but it gets on my nerves sometimes when sexist things are kind of said about women, but, that's what you kind of get with these old classics, I feel like, a lot of times. I'm not expecting a feminist fucking Bible here, but just something to note. Classics tend to be sexist. But yeah, those are my thoughts for now. I'm gonna go home now. So yeah, that's what's up. A lot has happened, not reading wise, but in general. Again, sorry for the echo, I'm in my bathroom again. I was editing this vlog, and it's about 25 minutes. And that's fine, but I've been having a lot of mental issues deciding how long I want my vlogs to be and deciding what content was meaningful to have in my vlogs and what I could cut. And it's become stressful for me because I really like vlogs. Reading vlogs are kind of my favorite thing to make and edit and put out. I think I can be my little dysfunctional self a lot more in them, and I can edit my vlogs in a way that kind of gives you that quirky dysfunctional vibe, because that's how I am. I'm very chaotic in general, so that's why I like vlogs for that purpose. It kind of like presents my personality as well as what I'm saying. And I've been wearing this hoodie this whole time. I need to like stop wearing this hoodie. And I want to keep vlogging for the rest of this weekend. I have Sunday and Monday off, and then to be determined whether or not I have the rest of the week off. I'm going to keep vlogging this weekend because I've been having a really good time getting back into vlogs. But I think I'm going to end this vlog here and then do like a part 2 of the weekend in another vlog and post it hopefully within the next 3 days. I don't want to make them too long, so if I were to combine these two, which I'm going to assume the next 2 days I'll vlog and have about 25 minutes of content. And then if you put those together, that's about like 50 minutes of content, and putting on a 50-minute video would be strenuous on my laptop, but also I feel like people are less likely to watch through. So I'm going to split these two in the sense I'm going to cut this one, post this vlog, and then in the next like 3 days post the next one. I really hope I can do that. If I don't end up posting the second half, I'm sorry, but like I said earlier in this vlog, I make no promises. That sounds like it'll work out. I finished Shiver in this vlog, 5 out of 5 stars, loved it, and I started Pride and Prejudice. I'm loving it too, and I only ever gave a description of Pride and Prejudice, and the reason I did that was because I don't actually know what the synopsis of Pride and Prejudice is. I know it's like a romance between Mr. Darcy and I'm pretty sure Elizabeth, but I don't really know. But also I'm making the assumption that since it's a classic, you know what it's about, but maybe you don't. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this vlog. The second half of it will be out soon. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. I've been Bailey. Bye.